So it's been an interesting past 24 hours for the Power Rangers fandom, with the recent news that came out from TV Line, where the Power Rangers reboot series was no longer moving forward at Netflix, as Hasbro plans to redevelop with another partner. So this has had a whole big discussion within the fandom. Hasbro hates Power Rangers, the brand is dead, Power Rangers is left to die. A big discussion within itself that probably deserves its own video, that a lot of people have been talking about in the fandom. And I'll probably get around to making my video talking about that when I get the chance. It's just I've got other more edited stuff I want to work on in the background before I start talking about the future of Power Rangers. But Jinsaku has posted some interesting bit of information that's behind the scenes, you could say. Now, whether you love Jinsaku or hate Jinsaku, Jinsaku has had some pretty good scoops in the past before, and when Jinsaku was trolling, we have had some golden moments like Ping Pong Flicks thinking we're getting a Zenk Hydra adaptation, or Troy from Super Mega Force was going to be Tu Kaiser in the 30th season. So whether Jin's trolling or serious, Jin does come out with some fun moments, and whether they're trolling or not, it's always a fun discussion within the fandom and in the channel to have, because it gets the people talking. So I'm going to read these posts, I'm going to go over them, I'm going to give my thoughts, going to give my opinions, and leave your comments down below with what you think, because this is kind of a big deal. So let's go. So Jin posted this. Here's some tea on the Power Rangers Netflix deal. The original pitch back in 2021, which I think it was originally 2019-ish, or 2020. I don't know, the timelines are a mess at this point because everything blends together. But back in 2021, I'll just read the tweet as it is. Back in 2021, to start the contract, was the promise of the whole Entwistle Ranger universe. Instead, they got Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury, and Once and Always. During the contract renegotiation, once Hasbro told Netflix they're not moving forward with the reboot and pitched a new idea they want to go with moving forward, Netflix walked away from the deal. Now, Hasbro wants to shop this new idea elsewhere. So, this is kind of the condensed version of that information. So apparently, Netflix didn't want Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury and Once and Always, but we're going to go over in the next bit of information where that was kind of part of the deal because of contract obligations. So let's keep reading. I'm going to open this up in a new tab, and I'm going to keep reading here. Excellent. The reason the reboot got pushed off for too long is because it's expensive. Entwistle and Jenny wanted to take the brand in a more serious tone and do a 2017 style movie. 2017 movie style show with money put into it and overall a more mature story. That would have been cool to see. And expensive suits that look maybe like Toku J. That looks like maybe like Toku J was involved. Okay, so if you haven't seen Toku J's suit designs, you've probably seen them in thumbnails and stuff like that. They're really great. The failure of the 2017 movie had Hasbro scared, and Hasbro has had a couple of movies that have underperformed. There was Snake Eyes, there was Dungeons and Dragons, and there was Rise of the Beast. Apparently, they didn't do as well as Hasbro hoped they would do. So, the failure of the 2017 movie had Hasbro scared and worried, so they pitched a cheaper and traditional style show without Entwistle, probably MMPR, to Netflix. But Netflix didn't want it. Netflix wanted to do the reboot. Netflix wanted to do the reboot. Netflix didn't want Cosmic Fury or Netflix didn't want Cosmic Fury or Once and Always, but since money and contracts was involved, that happened. Netflix walked away from the renegotiation because they never got the shows and movies they were promised back in 2021. Yeah, it has been a while. But other things did get in the way, like COVID and writers' strikes and stuff like that, so there's been a couple of delays, but Entwistle has been taking his time. At the end of the day, Brian Goldner, I think their name was, who bought Power Rangers, and Brian was the big CEO for Power Rangers back in the day, and there's pictures of him and Haim Saban hanging out, having a good time, and Brian seemed like he really cared about Power Rangers, and this is the next sentence we're going to go into. At the end of the day, Brian had big visions for the franchise. So Brian unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, and Cox took over. But Cox isn't interested in putting money. But Cox isn't interested in putting money or doing the new universe. He just wants to save money and not spend it on a brand he doesn't care for. Ooh. Which is why the right to the show will be sold next year. Okay, that last bit of information is fascinating because a lot of people say, why did Hasbro buy the brand if they're not going to do anything with it? And if you look back at when the brand was first acquired from Hasbro, they had big ambitions. They had the Lightning Collection, they had Beast Morphers, they were doing different stuff. They were trying new things. Same old, but they were at least trying new things in their Hasbro way. And then when Brian unfortunately passed away, well, apparently his vision, what he had for the brand, went with him, unfortunately. And the future for Power Rangers is scary. I always thought it would take a hiatus up the 30th season, and in a way it has, but not like this, where toy lines have been cancelled, comics are ending, and we have no idea what the future for Power Rangers is going to be. Maybe it can take a break and come back stronger than ever, but if Hasbro doesn't care, is it even going to come back at all? That's the big question. So, who knows at this point? A lot of people said in the last video was coping, or one guy did, but at this point, with how Power Rangers is getting treated by Hasbro, I'm kind of tired of the whole Power Rangers is dead discussion, because if you pay attention to the channel, you kind of know how the brand is getting treated. The one thing I like about Power Rangers right now is the comics, and sadly that's ending, and honestly, we don't know what the future for the comics are moving forward, and that's what's scary as well. Like, my bread and butter of the channel is going away, and that does make me sad when I think about it, but I'm trying to be optimistic and hope that we'll get more stuff later down the line, but hopefully Boom and Hasbro can have a healthy relationship to keep pumping out Power Ranger comics. We'll have to wait and see. I guess that's kind of a cope, if you could say that. But, yeah, it looks like whatever the plans for Power Rangers and Hasbro is, no idea. Will they sell the brand off again? No idea. Who would buy the brand? No idea. No idea at all. I know that's why they got Playmates making the toys, but the media side of things when it comes to Power Rangers, it's up in the air as well. You can just say that. But this is an interesting bit of information that Jin did drop, and it's, whether it's true or not, it's kind of actual insight of how the brand is actually getting treated right now. And I don't think we're going to get some big press release with what Hasbro plans to do with it next. It will probably be done silently, and then we'll probably get a big news article in the nearby future. But yeah, that's about it. I think that's all I'm going to say with this video, because a lot to take in, a lot to discuss, and a lot going on right now. So with that said, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.